So I was thinking about, why did I do this course? And I came across this course at the end of an arts degree, and I had spent 13 years at school, went through the state school system, and went off to university, not really clear what I wanted to do with my life, but I was desperate for some kind of vocation. And at the end of my arts degree, I walked around kind of feeling like a big head, just all of this intellectual knowledge up here. And I thought, I could become a teacher. But for me at that time in my life, I thought, well, I've got ducks of my school. I did very well at school and was a high achiever, but I kind of felt a little bit lost. Like my education hadn't set me up for a living relationship with life and history and nature and culture and all the things that we've been talking about tonight that the Steiner course offers future teachers. And I thought, if I'm going to be a teacher, I don't want to just be part of that factory output of creating more heads walking around wondering what to do with themselves. So I was looking around for, if I was going to teach, how could I do it in a more holistic way that supported young people to really unfold as their best, most authentic expression of who they wanted to be in the world, that they didn't get to their university years and wonder, what am I going to do with my life? But there was this intrinsic sense of purpose and meaning for them, that they didn't need to go off on, spend years in an ashram, for example, meditating or going from one career to the next, trying to find themselves. So I was looking for a way to teach that was different to how I had personally been taught. And I did a lot of research, and I came across Steiner and the teacher training seminar. And what immediately got me was the environment and the sense that it was a course for being. It wasn't just a course for more thinking. It was a real, let's ground this knowledge and let's integrate it into our personhood. And so when I think about why I wanted to do the course, it was for a vocation ultimately. But for me personally, it was also about personal development and finding some purpose and meaning and inspiration in the world, and kind of finding the right relationship for me in the world. So if you're kind of having similar kinds of wonderings for yourself, another thing that I noticed in the course when I did it was there was a lot of parents who they were parents of students in Steiner schools, and they wanted to better understand the Steiner approach and better understand how they could parent in alignment with that kind of holistic philosophy. My experience of the course was everything and more in terms of what I expected. Every day we sang, we did painting, we did drama, craft. I learnt to knit. I learned to sing in harmonies and play the recorder. And folk dancing, botany gym, all of those things that we've talked about. It was like this immersive experience of getting into our bodies and getting connected to what's really important across our own biography in terms of common themes, and getting connected to, like, why are we here to do the course and what kind of teacher are we here to be for the children that we're going to teach. But also it was inspiring for me in that it gave me this sense of appreciation for the wonder and the reverence and spirituality that's in Western history and culture. And growing up, I never through school got any sense of that. I only got the sense of how white people had done all of these bad things to Indigenous people. But it really gave me this reverence for the positives of Western culture, which is something that was really lacking for me, and this sense of inspiration of what the human being can become into the future, and aligning our educational philosophy with this vision of human beings in their most free and balanced state. So yeah, I recommend this course for anybody who is looking for something more in life at the moment. If you're wanting to step into a vocation that is full of meaning and purpose, I recommend it for that. I have not met a single person that's done the course that hasn't had their life positively impacted by this course. And not everybody becomes a teacher. Not everybody wants to be a teacher when they sign up for this course. I think some people do it for other purposes. But if you want to become a teacher, there is no deficit of jobs out there for Steiner teachers. For me, it has been the best thing ever. Like teaching these children and teaching in the way that we teach, it's just the best thing. I wouldn't trade it for the world. So that's it for me.